Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another YouTube video with the Transfer Portal CFB, presented by NoContextCFB. Today, it's very simple. Looking ahead, letting you know what you need to look forward to on this college football Saturday, week one. We're starting with the 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Everything's Pacific for me. I'm sorry. Starting with that 9 a.m. slate. East Carolina is hosting number 13 NC State. We all know that the Pack have massive expectations. Devin Leary is going to be throwing all over the field all year long. But can Holton Ahlers, Keaton Mitchell, and the Pirates cook up the perfect storm and send the Pack into a state of shock and disbelief? It's a game to look out for. South Dakota State versus Iowa's up next, a game I am really looking forward to. I've spoken extensively about it, but this is going to be a game that at the end of the day, it's going to be a lot better and a lot closer than the experts and the public think. The Jacks offense is powered by Mark Gronowski, Isaiah Davis, Jayan and Jackson Yonke, twin brothers at receiver, and Tucker Kraft. But can Spencer Petras and the Hawkeyes fend off this feisty FCS team and start their season 1-0? Who knows? We stay in the Big Ten for Buffalo at Maryland. I'm sure not many expected me to highlight this one, but hey, it's our first chance to see a high-flying Maryland offense that features Talia Tagovailoa throwing to Raheem Jarrett, Dante Demas, and Jacob Copeland. I'm excited. We then have UNC at App State, a game I've been looking forward to all offseason. Drake May just became the first Tar Heel to throw for 5 touchdowns in their first career start. That's really impressive. Will May and the Heels be able to pull off a tough road win in Boone after a sluggish performance against Florida A&M? Many believe that this is going to be App State's game to win. App State running backs Cam Peoples and Nate Noel are two guys to look at, especially considering UNC has a very suspect rushing defense, and Peoples and Noel are one of the top running back duos in all of college football. We go into the 12:30 p.m. slate where number 11 Oregon and number 3 Georgia will do battle at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Will the defending champs, led by Kirby Smart, open 2022 with a bang against our former defense coordinator, Dan Lanning, and his new Ducks? There's too much player talent in this one, and I can't name all of them, so just excuse me while I rattle off a few. Cedric Van Pran, Brock Bowers, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Kelly Ringo of Georgia, Noah Sewell, Justin Flo, Brian Addison, Dante Thornton, TJ Bass of Oregon. Oh yeah. And how will Bo Nix look in his debut? Will he be having fun? Maybe a dark horse for the Heisman? Please just tell me you understand the meme I'm referencing, so I'm not looking like an idiot right now. Hey, next up, number 9 Oklahoma is hosting UTEP. I'm really just going to gloss over this one, but it's something to look forward to because it's the first game of the Brent Venables era at OU. See what they've got in game 1. They should crush UTEP, but had to throw this one on there. Much bigger game. Number 23 Cincinnati and number 19 Arkansas. This is a high-level non-conference clash with two really strong teams. Cincy did the unthinkable and wrapped the group of 5 with a playoff appearance last year. How strong are they going to perform in 2022, though, after losing so much talent? Arkansas, this is the first game of a brutal schedule that they have once again. This game is going to tell us a lot about both teams, and what I would like to see in this game, I want to see how Arkansas plans on using quarterback and Swiss Army knife Malik Hornsby. I think Hornsby's a stud, one of the fastest players in the country. Find ways to get him activated, get him the ball, and let him cook. He is an excellent player. Number 24, Houston at UTSA. This is a Texas tilt of big proportions, as they do everything bigger in Texas. We all know that. America's darlings of 2021, the UTSA Roadrunners, will be a highly competitive team in the 2022 season. But Houston has 12-0 on their minds, and with their schedule, they could do it. But this is one of the toughest games on their schedule, so it's going to be really interesting. And this game is going to be straight up amazing. Tank Dell and Zachary Franklin headline the elite receiving play in this one. I ranked Tank number 2 and Franklin number 3 in my top 10 group of 5 receivers list. Look out for my guy Rashad Wisdom at UTSA. He's one of the hardest hitters in the nation out there in the Roadrunner secondary. Houston's got edge rushers D'Anthony Jones and Derek Parrish that headline Sac Avenue. I'm also stoked to peep the running back play in this one. Houston's looking for Tajon Henry and Brandon Campbell to excel. UTSA is looking for big impact from Traylon Smith and Brendan Brady. I think it's going to be a really fun game, and you need to watch that one at 4 p.m. Number 7, Utah opens at Florida. This is a super intriguing matchup between two programs that are in completely different states. Okay, maybe in different situations. We already knew they were in different states. But Utah's got playoff aspirations, man, and they've established a phenomenal winning culture. The vibe at Utah is just so great. And at Florida, it's the first game of the Billy Napier era. What's going to happen? The Swamp is going to be rocking, though, that's for sure. It's sure to be an insane atmosphere. I think it's going to be a really, really good game. How is Anthony Richardson going to look for the Gators? Will Clark Phillips III of Utah show why he's a top-tier corner in this sport by slowing down Richardson and bringing a W back to SLC? It's going to be a really fun game. Can't wait to watch it. And then you also have Army and Coastal Carolina doing battle in this slate. It's going to be a super fun matchup. It's just a shame that it's overshadowed and on ESPN Plus. Check out Army's spectacular edge rusher, Andre Carter II, Coastal's legendary QB, the man with the mullet, Grayson McCall. At 4:30 p.m., number 5, Notre Dame, and number 2, Ohio State go head to head. This one's interesting. It's a national championship contender hosting a 5th ranked team that honestly doesn't deserve this ranking. I'm sorry, but they don't. We know what the Buckeyes have, and we know CJ Stroud headlines this offense that features Travion Henderson, JSN, Marvin Harrison Jr., Paris Johnson at left tackle. They've got elite players everywhere. But what about Notre Dame? What about the Irish? It's the first regular season game for Marcus Freeman. They have question marks at quarterback, running back, and receiver. The O-line is led by Jarrett Patterson and an emerging talent in Blake Fisher. It's a rock-solid O-line that's going to be good all year. We expect that from Notre Dame, though. The defense has talent everywhere as well. Isaiah Foskey and Brandon Joseph, studs. Why are the Irish getting at quarterback, running back, or receiver? At quarterback, it's going to be Tyler Buckner, and I have no idea what to expect from him. The biggest game of his life is a season opener against the number 2 team in the country, Ohio State. And they're 17.5-point underdogs. I wish this top 5 matchup was truly a top 5 matchup, but I don't see it that way. I'm sorry. I expect the Buckeyes to win comfortably. How about Memphis going to Mississippi State? I'll keep this one short and sweet. It's a very underrated game on a very good week 1 slate. Seth Hennigan and Will Rogers should both succeed at a high level through the air in a fun game. Let's just hope that the refs don't botch this year's matchup. If you know, you know. South Carolina plays host to Georgia State. I, for one, am really eager to see how Shane Beamer's ball club looks in 2022. It's a good opening test regardless of what others tell you. Georgia State has plenty of experience and a bunch of grown men on their ball club. If you look at their roster, all you're going to see is RSSR, redshirt senior after redshirt senior after redshirt senior. They are as experienced as it gets. Look out for Antavius Lane in their secondary. I think he's a stud. But for the Gamecocks, it's finally time to see what Spencer Rattler looks like in his new home. With some elite weapons by his side, he should have a huge season. Jaheim Bell, Austin Stogner, Josh Vann, and Antoine Wells Jr. are top-tier pass catchers. I believe Antoine Wells Jr. is one of the hidden gems in this entire sport. Let's move on to 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Idaho at Washington State. Don't laugh at me for including this one. Just recognize that it's only here because Washington State quarterback and Heisman dark horse Cameron Ward is finally playing FBS football. Get on the bandwagon now before it's too late, and let's move on to 7:30 p.m. Boise State at Oregon State. How can you not be hyped up for this one? It's a very good late night game that you should watch regardless of the time zone you recognize. Boise State might just be the best group of 5 team in the country. The statement might not get much play right now, but it could in the coming weeks. J.L. Skinner's a star at safety and leads a menacing defensive unit for the Broncos. As for the Beavs, You know these guys love to get after it in the trenches and run that rock. See if the Sean Fenwick and the Bees rushing attack can run well against this Broncos stout front and impressive tacklers in their secondary. Washington opens with Kent State. I know I've got to throw this one in there, whether you like it or not. After how Washington opened last season, nobody should be upset that I'm including this one here. You really just shouldn't. They lost to Montana. Let's not forget that. Never forget. Or maybe you did expect this one to be here because they did lose to Montana. Interesting. Anyway, Washington opens the Kalen DeBoer era, and it's extremely important that they get off on the right foot with a no-sweat win versus the Golden Flashes. Look out for UW wide receiver Rome Odunze and young corner Devin Banks. But for Kent State, this one of 3 insanely tough non-conference road games on your schedule. You've got Washington, you've got Oklahoma, you've got Georgia. Let's see how they play. They're going to insert new quarterback Colin Schlee. He's going to replace Dustin Crum. And they return some electric playmakers on offense. Running back Marquez Cooper and my number 5 group of 5 wide receiver Dante Cephas. 2 electric playmakers. If this game is close, just say I told you so. If this game isn't close, I never told you it was going to be close. So I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, that's what I'm looking forward to in week 1 on Saturday. Only Saturday games were covered. I believe 16 games. I just gave you reasons why you need to look forward to this stacked college football Saturday. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe and look out for more content from me and the rest of the team at the Transfer Portal CFB. See ya.